Hello and welcome to Footy Judge Mo, people. Listen, it is done. The draw is done. Arsenal face Bayern Munich. Of course, Man City, Real Madrid. And we'll talk about the draw and Liverpool. Easy draw. An easy route to the final, of course. Big up everybody that joined us. If you are joining Footy Judge Mo now, hit that like button. Let's get to 100 likes right off the bat. If you're watching this on the replay, hit that like button because you're in for a great show. We'll talk with each other. This is your show. I'm telling you this. It's always been your show, of course. It's me talking to you, and everyone wants to talk about Inter and everything. Listen, we're out. We're out to a strong team. We bottled it. And if you guys want to get my thoughts about Inter, it is. We just bottled it. Lautaro Martinez is a fraud. Thuram bottled it. Barella, Simone Inzaghi bottled it. We were the better team. That was my that was my analysis of the game. We had chances to finish the game, but that's about it. To be honest, about Inter, we're out. We'll win the league. It is what it is. You know what I mean? And we went out to Atletico Madrid. I said that Inter, it's a 50-50. And yeah, for the people that want to banter and stuff and talk about Inter are out and all this stuff, just to be fact, it's 50-50 game and we lost on penalties. But I'm not happy. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and tell you that, yeah, I'm so proud of the boys and all this shit. I'm not proud of the boys. We should have won the game and we should have went through. We should have been in the draw today instead of Atletico Madrid, but we bottled it. But Atletico Madrid is a very strong team. There is no shame of going out to them, but to be honest with you, we should have won the game. So big up everybody that joined us. And I don't know, a lot of you want to banter, but this is your show now. We'll talk about the draw. And let's get right into it. Let's see the draw for the people that didn't tease. Big up everybody that joined from Dan Potts' channel. Of course, hit that like button if you just joined us. I hope that you all got entertained with the watch along, of course. I hope that you guys got entertained with the show that LB and Osam did yesterday, of course, with me. Appreciate everybody supporting the channel. You're all supporting the channel. Get your super chats in, get your opinions in, hit that like button. We're almost at 200 people watching live. So let's do this, people. Let's hit that like button, of course, because let's get into it. Let's get into the draw. The draw that is kind of a little bit strange. Let's get into the other picture first. You know what I mean? Like, let's look at this. It's the draw, the sides of the draw. They're right there in front of you. And, you know, my thoughts about this is very strange. You know, the reason why I want to say this is a very strange draw, because it looks like they shoved the teams that everyone is talking about in one side. Arsenal, everyone is talking about Arsenal. Everyone, even ESPN here, everyone is talking about Arsenal. Man City, of course, Real Madrid, with the Mbappe thing, everyone is talking about these four teams. Bayern Munich under Thomas Tuchel, they're not settled. They are here. They're all over the place. Bayern Munich, and they put. I love it. I love the banter, Sonny Padilla. I don't know who you support. I love the banter. I'm here for the banter. I deserve it. My team bottled it, so I deserve it. Who did Inter get? We will get the 20th league title this season. We'll get the second star on our jersey. I don't know who you support, but if I don't know, so you're gonna let me know then. You just can't send the £2, but I appreciate the super chat though. Thank you, everybody, guys. Just to be honest with you, you sending a super chat is absolutely something that supports the channel and make it go more. I don't know what people are saying. It's the thing about it is that everyone is talking about Arsenal, but it's not only Arsenal though. Everyone is talking about Bayern Munich, Thomas Tuchel. He has to go. The players now are playing. You know what I mean? Like, it's, oh my God, the media's talking about Eric Dyer, Harry Kane. You know what I mean? And then people, of course, talking about Man City, Pep Guardiola, the charges, all this talk. Can they do a back-to-back triple and all this talk that they're talking about? And I believe they shoved everyone. They shoved everyone that people are talking about in that side of the draw. And I'm like, I don't know if I'm happy about. We'll talk about each and every single game individually. I will be here for an hour. And I want to get your thoughts as well. We have a poll running, so make sure to like the video. And I want you guys to hit that like. We have 250 people and we aren't on 100 likes. You guys, don't be frauds like Lautaro Martinez. Don't be bottlers like Alexis Sanchez and Thuram. So come on, guys. And also, we'll talk about Liverpool, which is red line. Teranga here is saying, do you think the draw favors Liverpool in the Premier League race? Listen, and that is part of it. It's 150%. Arsenal have to play Manchester City in the league. Arsenal in the same side of Manchester City. Manchester City have a tough game against Remedy. Imagine if Man City, I'm just going to give you, red line Teranga, I'm going to give you a hypothetical. Imagine if Man City were facing Dortmund and they went to Germany, to Dortmund, and they beat them there or got a draw. It would have been much easier. But now, you know, I support LFC, but I support the channel. Absolutely. Thank you so much for the support. Yes, Liverpool, and thank you. You are in the Europa League. So when you come in the Champions League next year, you can chat to me. You play with the small boys. You know what I mean? You play in the second round. The Champions League is Formula 1. You're Formula 2. So big up for the super chat. Appreciate you, Sonny. Of course. Make sure now to win the Europa League, because if you don't win the Europa League, I don't know what is going to happen. It's the easy competition. It's one of the weakest Europa Leagues as well. So make sure you do it. But red line of Teranga, it favors, of course, Liverpool in the title race without a shadow of a doubt. Without a shadow of a doubt, it favors the Liverpool in the Premier League, because they have to play each other. They play very, very tough competition, of course. Sonny, I'm gonna do your super chat right here. How many Champions League you got, son? I got 3 and a triple, something that you will never have. Something that you won't have, a triple. But I'm not claiming, just to be honest, I'm not gonna be shameless. I'm not claiming that Inter are bigger than Liverpool. You have 6 Champions Leagues. I cannot compare this to that. I cannot compare my 3 Champions Leagues to Liverpool Champions League. I'm not one of these guys that will defend my club blindly. I was never that guy. I'm never going to tell you, I'm never going to sit here and tell you. That's me being honest, you know, all the stuff that people want to say. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that my club is bigger than Liverpool. You won 6 Champions League. You dominated locally and you dominated Europe at the same time. So I am not. I'm not going to tell you this. By the way, the same exact argument I do when people tell me that Manchester United is as big as Liverpool. And I say, how can you be as big as Liverpool if Liverpool won 1 league title less than you, but they won 6 Champions Leagues? You didn't. So come on. It's as simple as that. I don't know who you're talking about, Vasim Ahmed. I don't know who you're talking about. Akil is saying, hopefully Inter can smash Napoli big up. We won the league already, so I don't think it matters that much, Akil. We won the league already, and Italy, like, we can win it in 5 games with 5 games to go. We can win it with 5 games to go. So yes. So people, I wanted to just speak about the draw. I wanted to speak about the games. I'm gonna start first with a thought that I had in my mind. I'm not sure if you heard me on Dan Potts' channel. I believe this Champions League is a very strange. There is too many stories in this Champions League. Number 1 story is PSG versus Barcelona, revenge for the 6-1. But also, I believe that the route is easy. No, you didn't win the treble. You won a treble. Sonny, I don't want to go into the argument. You didn't win the treble. It's in the history. You won a treble. To win the treble, I think you have to win the FA Cup. You won the Carabao Cup at that time. So can we stop that now, Liverpool fans? You won 6 Champions League. You won multiple league titles. But come on, Sonny. You got to listen. I'm being honest here. You guys have to be honest as well. Come on. And it's not going to be into this. Come on. It's you have to be honest, Sonny. Come on. And people in the chat, can I get a yes or no? Is that the same treble? We call the treble? Come on. Anyway, long story short, Sonny, you get my point, and I'm trying to respond to you in a very respectful way, because you cannot just sit here and tell me that you won the treble. The treble is different. The treble is the FA Cup. Like, you won a treble. Like, this year you can win a quad, right, this season, and it will be appreciated. It will be never done before and all the stuff. But you didn't win the treble. But that's besides the point. We're not in a competition, Sonny, me and you, to actually see who's bigger club. I already told you that Inter and Liverpool aren't on the same table. You won 6 Champions Leagues, we won 3. So we aren't on the same table. We aren't actually. So I'm admitting it to you. You know what I mean? But to be honest with you, let's just talk about the stories before we go into the games. The stories is there are multiple stories. Number one, Real Madrid and Manchester City. You know, I'm not gonna say what you guys like. A lot of people say we think it's rigged, we think it's that. No, I don't think it's rigged, but I love a conspiracy theory. I love a conspiracy. I don't think it happened, but I believe the story of Manchester City and Real Madrid for the 3rd year in a row, right, is kind of intriguing. It's very intriguing. However, I said it and people didn't like it. Man City are lucky a little bit to play on their ground, right, for the second leg. But it's a draw. We also the draw, John Obi Mikel. But in my opinion, I get, yeah, Philip, it's exactly what I'm saying. But let's go back to the, I think actually, and I have to say one thing. You're lucky a little bit that you're playing the second round in your ground, Daniel. Lucky a little bit. You're not lucky with the draw, but you're lucky that you're playing the second round in the draw. No difference. FA Cup and the League Cup, same teams. No, I don't think so. But I don't make the rules, Sonny. I don't make the rules, my friend. It's not me who make the rules. England, because the treble, and I'm going to explain it to you, Sonny, before I want to go on and talk about the Champions League. I'm going to explain it to you, Sonny. England, we compare triples, Inter triples versus Barcelona's treble versus Man United treble. So you are comparing a treble versus other European teams. So that's why it's only the FA Cup. It's not the Carabao Cup. The reason why is that you have to have fair level fields. You know what I mean? England have 2 cups. So that's advantage to England because you have 2 cups now. Otherwise, so that's an extra chance for you to win a Champions League and the league and one of the 2 cups. That's why they said it's only the, and I'm not bantering, Sonny. It's not banter. I'm not bantering. It's as simple as it's the FA Cup, the Premier League, and the Champions League, right? It's as simple as that. But guys, 350 people here who aren't even on 100 likes. You gotta hit the freaking like button. Come on. We're sitting here. I'm doing a show with you. And let's hit that like button, people. And I just want to tell you guys something. Yeah, that is something else, Sonny. You got kicked out of Europe in your dominance. That is something. And I wasn't that old, to be honest. I wasn't that old to know. I went and read about it, and I like felt it's kind of strange a little bit at that time, but it was kind of, yeah, you got kicked out of Europe in your dominance, which is shame. That Liverpool team in the 80s, I watched some highlights. That Liverpool team in the 80s was one of the best teams because they dominated locally and continentally, which is something that not a lot of teams did. To be honest, not a lot of teams did. But the stories, you guys gonna like sidetrack me from the stories. The stories, I'm gonna do the super chats. It's only related to what I'm saying. The super chats, guys, I'm gonna do them. They're great. You guys support the channel. The story of Simeone, because I think the draw on the left side, is much easier than the draw on the right side. Any team that reaches, and I'm going to say this, any team that reaches from the right side of the draw, Real Madrid, Arsenal, Bayern, Man City, I think they deserve to win it. You know what I mean? They deserve to win it. They absolutely deserve to win it. You know what I mean? The people on the right side, they deserve to win it because you'll have to face tough teams. On the left side, it's kind of different a little bit. But the story is, there are many stories that can happen here. It can be Mbappe PSG versus Real Madrid last game before the move. It can be Atletico Madrid versus Real Madrid. It can be Barcelona versus Real Madrid. You know what I mean? It can be PSG versus Man City, the 2 oil clubs, the 2 state-owned clubs. You know what I mean? PSG versus Man City, I think, is going to be the 2 state clubs. Emirates versus Qatar going head-to-head. I believe that's a very, very good story as well. And I'm not sure about the Bayern Munich thing, to be honest. El Clasico can be a final. That's freaking massive as well. El Clasico. And can I, guys, let you know which final, and forget which final do you think is the best headline from the teams that you see in front of you? Which final do you think will make the biggest headline? That's what I want to know from you guys. Which final will be the best headlines? We'll also speak about Liverpool and the draw of Liverpool. We can actually see the draw of Liverpool. We can absolutely see the semifinal. It's Liverpool via Atalanta. You know what I mean? Let me just zoom in a little bit so people can see. Liverpool versus Atalanta, and they play the winner of Marseille and Benfica. That's a very easy draw because the draw on the other side is kind of different. Let me read exactly what you guys are saying in the chat. El Clasico, Atleti and Pep. Oh, that would be spicy. Atleti and Pep will be spicy. Absolutely spicy. Atleti and Pep Guardiola will be so spicy. It'll be ridiculous. It'll be absolutely ridiculous. But I believe any of them will be great. But let me tell you what I think. Who's going to win what? Now, let's start with Atletico Madrid and Borussia Dortmund. I think Atletico Madrid are favorites in this game, of course. Also Dortmund and Bayern will make a great headline. Every single final we can see can make a great headline. Wow. That one, I didn't think about that one. They're Classica. You know what I mean? Dortmund and Bayern from Philippines. Yes. That'll make a great final, of course. Absolutely. Listen, but in my opinion, Atletico Madrid and Dortmund are the one. Oh, again, Anthony, what a super chat. What a super chat, Anthony. Look at this, guys. Arsenal versus Barcelona, revenge of repeat of 2006. Wow. Every single final will be fantastic, will be amazing, will be great. PSG versus Man City, Mbappe versus Haaland. I thought about that as well. Oh my God, that would be absolutely. So any final, to be honest, apart from Dortmund versus Arsenal, which because they don't mean anything. Actually, no. Do you know what Dortmund versus Arsenal be? Both of them never. No. Dortmund won it in 97. Dortmund won it in 97. Dortmund won it in 97. So no, it doesn't mean anything. I think the PSG, PSG versus Arsenal or Atletico Madrid versus Arsenal will be the teams that never won the competition. We'll see a new winner. You know what I mean? But listen, it would be a great, to be honest, it would be a great knockout stages to watch. I wish my team was on it because I wish Inter was in it. I'm still very, very upset about this. I'm absolutely upset. And because I believe my team could have done a lot in this. But to be honest, I'm just upset. I'm very, very upset that my team is not here. I'm so upset. But listen, in my opinion, Dortmund and Atletico Madrid is kind of unexpected. But however, I believe Atletico Madrid will be the team that will go through. Atletico Madrid will be the team that goes through, to be honest with you. Because I think it's just better. You know what I mean? I think Atletico Madrid way more experience. I'm gonna say something very, very strange. I think, let me just tell you one of the things. In the left side of the draw, the side of Atletico Madrid, Barcelona, PSG, I think the favorite team, the team that most likely to go to the final, you know what I mean, is Atletico. Do you guys agree? Yes or no? Yes or no? Do you guys think the team on the left side, Atletico Madrid are the team, big up Jamie. Atletico Madrid are the team that is favored to go to the final from all these slots, Dortmund, Barcelona, and PSG. I think it's Atletico Madrid. I think so. I absolutely think it's Atletico Madrid. So, and from the right side, I think it has to be Manchester City. So logically speaking, I believe if Man City and Atletico Madrid go to the final, I think that would be the logical thing. Not PSG with not PSG. No. I don't think that PSG would be the team that will go to the final, in my opinion. Like if they go to the final, they go to the final. However, I believe, in my opinion, that it will be, if it's PSG versus Bayern, I believe that makes way more sense. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think in the chat. Let me know what you think. Manchester City versus, oh my God, Rosemary. Manchester City versus Barcelona will make Pep versus Xavi. Pep versus his old team that built his legacy. Wow. I think, wow, wow, wow. I think that's a big thing. Barcelona, I think Barcelona versus Pep is a big thing as well. So that also is, listen, people, we have over 400 people and we're not in 200 likes. So come on, like button under. Do you want me to show you how to hit that like button? If I didn't hit that like button on my phone, is that easy to show you, people? Are you guys that fraud to not hit that like button? Come on, people. You know, when you are here on the chat, you know, you close the chat and then the like button. Come on, just shut up, bro. This thing, commercial or whatever. You know, the like button, it looks like thumbs up. You see the thumbs up right here? Right here. Come on. Underneath. Come on. Hit that like button, people. Get the likes to 200 likes. But in my opinion, and let's start on the right. I think the PSG and Barcelona, it's a 50-50. But I have to tell you something. I actually think Kylian Mbappe will tip the Barcelona. Tip the PSG scale. I believe PSG are slight favorite against Barcelona. What do you guys think? Is PSG with Kylian Mbappe? I think they are slight favorites against Barcelona. We'll talk about Liverpool, guys. We'll stay in. We'll talk about Liverpool. I believe Kylian Mbappe tips the PSG scale a little bit. You know what I mean? I believe, because Barcelona, I was watching them against Napoli in the same time as Arsenal. They don't look strong, though. Napoli was holding on to 1-1, and I believe that this is PSG will go through. And PSG versus Atletico Madrid is very intriguing, actually. It's very, very intriguing. I believe PSG will get revenge against Barcelona. And going to the right side, like the right side of the draw, though. Arsenal versus Bayern Munich. Let me tell you what I think. You know what I mean? Everyone, I've heard it all. I've heard that Arsenal are, oh yeah, this Bayern Munich isn't the same. Bayern Munich aren't the same. However, if you look at this Bayern Munich team individually, they have the number one factor that Bayern Munich have, in my opinion, is Thomas Tuchel. This Bayern Munich team is probably the worst Bayern Munich team I've seen over 20 years. You know what I mean? Since I started watching European football when it came on TV in like 98 or something, or 99. This is one of the worst Bayern Munich team I've seen. However, also Arsenal still don't have the experience they have. Bayern Munich, some of the players they have, the Kimmich won a Champions League, Goretzka, Alphonso Davies, Thomas Muller won the Champions League. I'm not sure if was Leroy Sané in at Bayern at that time. Yeah, I believe Leroy Sané, Serge Gnabry won the Champions League with them. Manuel Neuer won the Champions League. The only problem with Bayern Munich is their defense. Upamecano, Eric Dyer, you know what I mean? Even Kim Min-jae is not great, but this Bayern Munich still have experience to a little bit be resilient. What I mean, I wouldn't say Arsenal. Are you guys behind or something? Can someone explain to me what is the no? Did I ask a question? Sani was at City, Mo. Okay. So Sani was at City. So not Sani, but they have probably like 5-6 players that won the Champions League when they won it during the 2020 season in COVID year. In my opinion, Bayern Munich also have Thomas Tuchel. Thomas Tuchel is one of the genius coaches in the knockout stages. Reached the cup finals with Chelsea, reached the Champions League final with PSG, and won the Champions League final with Chelsea, where they were underdogs. Remember, Chelsea at that year were the underdogs. They weren't the team that are favorites in the majority of their games. Do you know what I mean? Like, they weren't. Manuel Neuer won the Champions League, Thomas Tuchel. So I think people, and also the fact that the second leg is in the Allianz Arena in Munich, I think in my opinion, just my personal opinion, yes, it tips a little bit the scale to uh, uh, Bayern Munich. And for the people that are asking about the record versus Arteta, in the knockout stages is different. I believe like this Thomas Tuchel isn't in the league. I think it's just Thomas Tuchel is very good. Maybe I overstated saying a genius in the knockout stages, but he's very good in the knockout stages. He's a fraud as a coach. I hate him. I don't rate him. I don't think he's a good coach at all. But a lot of good coaches are just good in the knockout stages. He proved it. He has it. It's on his resume, people. It is on his resume. Like it's as simple as that. Like we cannot deny Thomas Tuchel reaching a Champions League final with PSG and Thomas Tuchel reaching and Thomas Tuchel, to be honest, winning the Champions League with Chelsea. Come on, are we joking here or what are we doing here? Are we joking? Thomas Tuchel won the Champions League with Chelsea when they were underdogs by defending and playing counter-attacking football. Come on. Are we kidding, people? This Bayern Munich team in the Champions League. But however, I wanted to say something to everyone, and I said it on Dan Potts' channel. Now, I believe. How are you saying I make no sense? Jacobs, you always come here and say no sense. At least let me know what I'm not making sense about. Just because I want to understand what the heck are you talking about. But in my opinion, a lot of people, I've seen the banter on social media. I said you are the underdog. Who's the underdogs? Bayern Munich. Arsenal are the underdogs in this game. But I'm not saying you're going to lose. I think this is maybe 55-45. It's as simple as that. The reason why I'm saying 45-55, I don't see people in the social media, everyone, by the way, in social media, they were talking about, oh my God, we're going to see Arsenal lose 8-2, 10-2. I've seen it all. I've seen people say on that 10-2 is loading. Have you been watching football for the last 4 or 5 years? Have you been watching football this year? Are you kidding me? Yeah. So let me tell Jacobs, I'm going to answer you for the last time. You're not sending a super chat, but I'm going to answer you for the last time. Some managers are just good in the knockout stages. Thomas Tuchel, I don't rate him in the league because Thomas Tuchel doesn't create a system. Bayern didn't create a system. In Chelsea didn't create a system. I don't rate him, right, in that sense. But he's good in the knockout stages. Very, very simple. Big up, Dane. But listen, people, let me do a couple of super chats before we move on. Qmo, how do you say Spursy in German? I don't know, Keenan. I don't know. But Akil, Sani is coming in. Arsenal versus Barcelona, revenge. We did that. ZDT saying, imagine Arsenal make the final and somehow but lose. I think that would be very, very painful. That would be very, very painful, to be honest. Yeah. I don't wish that on any enemy. I don't wish that. The only team that I wish reaches the final and loses are Barcelona or Man United. I just don't like. To be honest, this is two teams I just don't like. Genuinely, I don't like. For some reason, I don't like Barcelona, and I can explain why later. And I do not like Man United. Probably it's the same reason that Barcelona, but I will explain later. It's all about I like Cristiano and Messi as players. I just don't like the people that supported, like Man United with the treble. They had a good team and everything, but with the three-peat, but Cristiano was there, the dominance and all the stuff, and they knocked us out in 2008, and they were the luckiest team to win a treble when they won against Bayern Munich in the final in 99. This is one of the reasons why I don't like Manchester United. It started in 99. That game, Bayern Munich should have definitely won that game. If you're old enough to go and watch that game, 99, Manchester United versus Bayern Munich in the 99 UEFA Champions League final, oh my word, bro. That game, I was like, how did Manchester United win that game? But it is what it is. It is what it is. Of course, ZDT saying that. And also, Hit 44 is saying, report, Xhaka told Arteta Allianz is dead this season. Allianz Arena, German football fans are never dead. German football fans are never dead. They aren't. They're never dead. I promise you this. I promise you this. I promise you this. German football fans are always on it. They're always on it. Always. Ozan Kabak, Judge Mo, do you think that Arsenal and Man City potentially playing each other in the semi-final could impact the Prem title race? Number one, you assumed that both of them are going to the semi-final. I'm just saying, Liverpool's draw against Atalanta aren't Sporting Braga, but they aren't a tough team to beat, right? They aren't. Liverpool should be heavily favorites against Atalanta and should be heavily favorites against Benfica or who's the other team that is there? Against Marseille or Benfica. And if Arsenal and Man City go through, I think Liverpool will be heavily favorites to win the title in the Premier League, to be honest, because that will affect them. Dan Potts did the Arsenal fixtures list, and oh my word, if Arsenal goes through to the semi-final, Arsenal will be in for a terrible running of games, of course, at the end, of course, of the league for the next 10 games of the league. And if they go through, to be honest, but this is the Bayern and Arsenal, and I was saying something about Arsenal in this game, and you guys didn't let me finish because of super chats. This is not the Arsenal team to concede 3 or 4 goals. We have not seen Arsenal team this season concede 3-4 goals, especially when they play their first lineup. You know what I mean? I haven't seen Arsenal concede 3-4 goals. Like, for the people that keep saying 8-2, 10-2, this and that, I don't see Arsenal. I think this will be at the end a 1 goal difference between in both legs, by the way. Like, it will end 3-2 or 4-3 or 2-1 across both legs. I don't see, or I think it might go to penalties, extra time. I don't think this Bayern team and this Arsenal team, like, I don't think this game is going to be that big in terms of like, oh my God, one team will win 4-1, and that I don't think it's going to be very close. Yeah, Luton away, they conceded 3 with mistakes. I think I get what you're saying, but it's still they won the game. But I don't see, when I say I don't see them this year doing this, like, it's not a recurrence. You know what I mean? The defense is not, there is a reason why Arsenal's defense is the strongest in the Premier League, right? But that's my point. You guys take my words like, oh my God, literally, he said we're doing this. But I believe Arsenal reaching a semi-final of the Champions League will absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, affect their running in the league. It will definitely affect their running in the league. Dan Potts did it. I think they're in for Brighton away, then Bayern, then they go play Man United, then Bayern. I think it's gonna be very hard for Arsenal to keep in the two competitions, to keep winning in the two competitions. And if Arsenal bottle the two, not bottle, it's not underhand. Sorry, I'm sorry to use that. If Arsenal don't win both, but they stay within touching distance within the title race, and they reach a semi-final, I think it's a very good season for them. And I'm not gonna sit here and have no context and say Arsenal reaching the quarterfinal of the Champions League. By the way, even if Arsenal get knocked out of Bayern, and I'm gonna say it here now so people hear it loud and clear, right? If Arsenal get knocked out of Bayern respectfully, 1 goal, penalties, and stuff like this, and they stay in the Premier League title race towards the end. What I mean towards the end is like there's 1 or 2 games left, and and even if they lose it by 1-2 points, I believe the Arsenal had a good season. Your first season back in the Champions League, and you reach a quarterfinal. Your first season back, your first quarterfinal in 14 years. In 14 years, right? The first quarterfinals, I believe it's a good season. I'm not saying it's a great season, but it's a good season. It's not something you can just banter Arsenal and say, yeah, there will be jokes. You won nothing. If they win nothing, there will be jokes. There will be jokes. There will be, of course, banter. It's all for the jokes. But when I do shows with you, to be honest, and there's 500 people here, right? almost 500 people here. And I'm just gonna tell you guys are the community that I love. You know what I mean? You guys are making this channel what it is, right? You guys, you watching this, right? Is what channel. I am not shameless now. I'm just saying it as I see it. Sometimes you'll hate my opinion. Sometimes you won't like what I say. Sometimes you won't agree with me. You know what I mean? Sometimes you'll say, Mo, you're chatting rubbish, right? I believe Arsenal reaching the quarterfinals and challenging for the league towards the end is a good season for them. I'm not an Arsenal fan at all, and you guys know that for sure. I cannot be an Arsenal fan when I'm an Inter fan. When I started the freaking rivalry that millions of people are fighting over Twitter. It's absolutely ridiculous to say that. But I want to know your opinion, and I want to get your thoughts, get your super chats in, get your likes in. Let's get to 300 likes. Well, that, by the way, if we get to 300 likes, it will be, I'm just telling you from now, it will be a record for a solo show. It would be a record for a solo show. The like button underneath the live chat will be a record for a solo show. Just believe it or not. But Arsenal against Bayern Munich, I think it's a 50-50 towards Bayern Munich. The reason why? Because they play the second leg. Now comes to the Manchester City versus Real Madrid. I believe this is gonna sound a little bit different than everything you said. Big up. Big up Andrew, of course. Big up Mo. Very happy with the ties today. If you're very happy as a Liverpool fan, you're absolutely very happy, of course. Absolutely very happy. Absolutely. Thank you, Andrew, for super chat. Aaron, like the stream, please. Aaron, I want to tell you something, Aaron. Please. I love that you're supporting the channel. When you send a super chat, I want you to send a question. I want you to send a question. I want you to send a comment, a question, because super chats, ignite an argument. I want you to send what you think, Aaron, what you think about what I'm saying, what you think, what your thoughts about what I'm saying. I think that would be better. But I appreciate the super chat. I appreciate the support for the channel. Of course, Ozan Kabak is saying what it will take for England to have 5 Champions League spots. I don't know. Because it doesn't only depend on England. It depends on how Italy do and how Germany do in other competitions. Thank you, Aaron. Yes. You get me, Ozan? It depends on how Italy do in Europa League, how Italy do in the Conference League. You know what I mean? That's different. You know what I mean? It's just different, to be honest, because we aren't thinking about only if England win the Champions League. What if Italy win Europa League? What if Fiorentina win the Conference League? That will be a difference, right? But I believe if Liverpool win the Europa League and one of the English teams reach the final, you're definitely getting the 5th spot. England are definitely getting the 5th spot. For Manchester City, though, versus, I'm going to calm down here, and I'm going to go back to the Champions League thing. For Manchester City, you see Bellingham versus Haaland in this one. I think this is very hard to call, though. However, I'm going to keep the same energy. Manchester City playing on their ground, I think it makes absolutely the tie a little bit. If Manchester City were going to play Real Madrid in the Bernabeu in the second round, I believe it will be much closer. You know what I mean? Much closer. Much closer. But for the fact that Real Madrid are playing the second leg at the Etihad, I think that favors Manchester City. However, I want to say something that is going to sound very strange to people. I actually think Manchester City and Real Madrid this season, they aren't as far from each other as last season. Real Madrid are top of the league, lost only 2 games against Atletico Madrid, their arch rivals, the city rivals. Manchester City, yes, they haven't won. They haven't lost in a while. However, I believe, yes, Real Madrid have a lot of injuries. Real Madrid have tons of injuries. But I believe it's much closer than last year. Like, especially we saw it in the second leg of last year. Like, I believe the distance between, even with the injuries of Real Madrid, the Militaos, the Alaba, the Courtois, I believe the reason why it's not different. By the way, Vinny Jr. matured a year. Camavinga matured the year. Chouameni matured the year. You know what I mean? Rodrigo did the same. Valverde matured the year. I believe these 5 key players in Real Madrid, they matured another year. Rudiger is back. You know what I mean? So in my opinion, looking at this, it is kind of like, well, you know what I mean? Like, it's closer than last year. However, I believe Manchester City are favorites to win that game. The reason why on the pitch, I believe this defense of of Real Madrid tactically might not be able to handle the Fodens, Kevin De Bruyne, and he won't be able to handle Haaland because yes, Rudiger is there, but he doesn't have. He has Nacho. If you guys watch Real Madrid, he has Nacho next to him. It's absolutely ridiculous. However, Real Madrid are trying to switch it. By the way, I think Real Madrid are trying to switch it, which is very strange, to be honest. It is absolutely very strange. Why Real Madrid are trying to switch? Because they say Atletico Madrid play in the same weekend in Madrid. So they don't want to have both away fans, the German fans and the English fans in Madrid in the same day, like in the same week. So they are trying to switch it. You know what I mean? And I think this is fraud from Real Madrid. It's a draw, you freaking idiots. It's just a draw. Jean-Obi Mikel pulled the freaking balls from the judges. Why are you trying to switch it? You're scared. I think Real Madrid are scared. Security issues, come on. I think they're scared. Without a shadow of a doubt. Without a shadow of a doubt, they're scared. Absolutely scared. I believe so. I believe Real Madrid don't wanna face what they faced last year, bro. 100%. They wanna switch it. I don't know if that happened. Did it happen before that someone switched their thing? You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. But listen, for some reason, I believe this game. Is. I believe the game, Man City and Real Madrid are, again, that one affects the title race. That one favors Liverpool because I believe it's very tough. Can we check who Man City have? Let me put in front of you the fixture list for Manchester City now. The fixture list for Manchester City, because I think that makes a difference, doesn't it? That makes a difference. Who will Man City play? You know what I mean? Let's check fixtures. Manchester City fixtures. Let's see. Here we go. Manchester City fixtures. They play Newcastle, Brighton. They play. No, this is the cup. And Brighton, March 17th. That's postponed. That's gone. That's a Newcastle. So you have Newcastle, Arsenal, Aston Villa, Crystal Palace, Luton. Where is the Champions League? Hold on. Where is the Champions League, though? They didn't put the Champions League yet. When is the Champions? Can someone tell me when is the Champions League game? Which date is the Champions League game? Let me check. It's right here. I think it's right here. It's April 9th. April 9th. April 9th, the Champions League. So April 9th, Manchester City will play Luton, but will play April 9th and April, yeah, so April 9th and 10th. And then the second leg, they will have Spurs away. So that wouldn't affect them. They can rest everybody against Luton. Luton is not a walkover, but yeah, it is Eid, inshallah, inshallah, inshallah. But yeah, so Manchester City fixtures, I think the second round is April 16th. So that's the week they play. Wow, there's only 1 week in between. It's only 7 days. Wow. It's only 7 days. They're idiots. So Atletico Madrid, I think Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid in the same day. Why are they doing the games? UEFA are idiots, bro. Why are they doing the games in the same days? But listen, yeah, Manchester City, this is gonna be, the days are absolutely weird, bro. Yeah, of course, yes, yeah. 100%. Just let me just do something quickly. Let me do something quickly. 100%. Where's damn pots? Where's damn pots? We're sending you back to damn pots. It's going back and forth. 12th man. I don't know. What is the link? I'm checking something. Anyway, listen, people. I think Manchester City, this tie against Real Madrid doesn't affect a lot. You know what I mean? It doesn't affect them a lot. You know what I mean? Like, it's all right. You know, it's not bad. But I believe, in my opinion, that, well, I believe that it affects Arsenal title hopes way more. You know what I mean? It affects Arsenal title hopes way, way more, in my opinion. Because Arsenal have absolutely horrific run, in my opinion. Horrific run. So let's look at them. Let's look at them. Let's look at that. You know what I mean? Let's look at Arsenal. Arsenal fixture list. What is Arsenal fixture list? Arsenal fans are saying our title hope is done. Well, you're gonna have to manage, though. I like, to be honest with you, you're gonna have to manage. Like, I know it's not easy. I know it's not easy, but I believe, like, but I doubt it. I doubt it. I absolutely doubt it that you can win both. Let's look at Arsenal fixture list. Let's look at Arsenal fixture list. They have Man City away, and then they have Luton. Oh my God, you have Brighton away, and then you play the first leg. Wow, again it's Bayern Munich, and then you play Aston Villa, and then you play the second leg, and then you play Wolves away, then Spurs away. Then at that time you play the semi-final after Spurs away. What the actual F? What the actual F? This is gonna be wild for Arsenal. This is a wide ride, but I'm gonna tell Arsenal fans, enjoy it. Absolutely enjoy. Brighton away is tough. Brighton away isn't an easy game. I believe. Yes, you made Brighton look like idiots in the first game, but I don't believe Brighton away isn't. Brighton away, I think the last time Brighton lost at home, let me just check. Guys, just to let you know that Brighton, the last time Brighton lost at home, guys, I promise you, I'm not making this up. I am not making this up, okay? The last time Brighton lost at home, I am not making this up, people. I am not. Let's look at this. When you catch a game, let me know. Brighton at home, the last time Brighton lost at home, right? Because Arsenal need to win. You know what I mean? Brighton haven't lost at home. Wow. The last time Brighton lost at home, are you guys serious? Was Newcastle? No. Was West Ham in? Was Ike Athena in September? Are you guys serious? The last time Brighton lost at home was September. No, are we serious? Are we serious? The last time was September. Oh, that's absolutely crazy. Crazy. So for the people that says that Brighton is an easy fixture, Brighton haven't lost at home since September? Are we crazy? Wow. Anyway, that's for the Man City, the Arsenal and Man City. I believe this Champions League is going to be fun. Yeah, but I'm talking about this season. But that's a problem. People talk about the draw. Arsenal can't afford to draw against Brighton in the title race. And we'll talk about the title race later. Arsenal can't afford to talk about a draw against Brighton. That's not in the books of title races. You know what I mean? You cannot just tell me, yeah, but we'll get a draw against Brighton. We'll get a draw against City. We'll draw against Spurs. Well, are you guys serious? These are the winnable games. We're talking about you draw against Spurs away. Maybe. No. I'm not saying that. But you're not hearing me out. Is there? You're not hearing me. I'm not saying that Arsenal should win every game, but you shouldn't be talking about a draw against Brighton. You should be talking about a draw against maybe Man United away, maybe Spurs. But if we're talking about you're going to draw against Brighton away, so that means you're going to lose against Man City. You're going to draw against Man United. You're going to draw against Tottenham. What is happening? So come on. I think this is one of the reasons I said Arsenal are third favorites for me. But Liverpool, I believe, play Brighton away as well. Man City play Brighton away. So it's plain level fields as well. Let me do the super chats to see what the people say. Wolves is saying we have winnable tie. Watch out. Nouri, tomorrow. Not talking European games now. Yes, Wolves is fine. Thank you for the support. Thank you for super chat. I want to know what you guys think. Let me know what you think in the chat. Let me know. And let's get to 350 likes away from 300 likes. Are you hearing that? 50. Just 50. I'm sure there's 100 of you that haven't hit that like button. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. And by the way, I'm going to do a video about Liverpool, Arsenal, and Man City remaining fixtures in the Premier League. But I want to tell you something. Tonight, it's 400 people here. Tonight, I want you to turn the notification bell. At 11, I have box office show. Deji, Northside, Will, Dayu, Martin, the Arsenal fan, right? This is going to be an epic show tonight. Liverpool play Brighton at home, so advantage Liverpool then. Advantage Liverpool. Yeah. Advantage Liverpool. If you play Brighton at home, advantage Liverpool, because that's a game that is tough. But we'll see how it goes for the Champions League. Samuel is saying LFC going to have Jota, Trent, Jones back after international break. That's massive. And now let's switch a little bit to Liverpool. What happened in the draw? Thank you, Samuel, for the super chat. Appreciate you. Appreciate everyone sending a super chat to that channel. Of course, people. I'm trying to give you the goods. I'm trying to absolutely give you this draw. Liverpool, Atalanta. So Liverpool avoided Roma, Milan, Leverkusen. Are we going to see the storyline here is two storylines. The two storylines here. The number one storyline is Liverpool versus Milan in the final. The repeat of Istanbul 2005 and 2007. Right? But the rules are reversed. The rules are reversed. Why? Because now Milan are underdogs. AC Milan are the underdogs. You remember 2005? Liverpool were the underdogs. Now Milan are the underdogs. I think that's a fairy tale. That's absolutely, it's a storyline. Liverpool versus Milan, repeat of 2005 after 19 years. That would be a storyline. The second storyline will be Alonso with Leverkusen versus Liverpool. Alonso, Leverkusen versus Liverpool. Alonso versus Liverpool. Alonso, Liverpool. You shouldn't want that as an Inter fan, Domo. Believe me, Milan winning Europa League doesn't mean anything to me. Doesn't mean anything at all. By the way, at all. I just have to tell you that Milan winning the Europa League doesn't mean anything. But Liverpool, though, how does that affect them in the league? Because you play Thursday. So the games are going to be the same, the 11th and stuff like this. The 11th, that we'll talk about this. So let's look at Liverpool fixtures as well. Let's look at how Liverpool, what are Liverpool fixtures, of course. Liverpool fixtures. And when are they going to play? When are they going to play the teams, and who are they going to play around that time? And I'm expecting Liverpool to go through against Atalanta, against Gasperini, of course. I'm expecting them to go against Marseille or Benfica. They're absolutely not great. But again, I think the difference is, and when I'm looking at this, I think Liverpool. And by the way, the people that talk about Leverkusen, I actually believe Liverpool's are the difference between Liverpool and everybody else is way bigger than what we think. Way bigger than what we think. Like, I believe Liverpool are like five times more than everyone else in that lot. Like, if you look at the thing again, I believe they're five times more favorites than everybody else. Like, and it's not even close, bro. If they get like Trent, Allison, Jota, Jones back, I don't think it's close, bro. With the way Conor Bradley playing, with the way that Bobby Clark is playing, with the way that Gakpo, Nunes plays now, I don't think it's even close between Liverpool and everyone else. Like, at all. Like, at all. Let's look at Liverpool fixtures together. Liverpool have Man United Sunday, and then they have Brighton, and then April, and then, oh, that's a tricky one. That's a very tricky one, because they play Man United, then they play Europa League on Thursday. So Man United on Sunday, and then Europa League. Oh, that's absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, I said that. I think you're behind, Jones. I think you're behind. Jones is behind. But I believe, oh wow, it's ninth. Yeah, we are doing the whole 30 years ago names or different agendas. What? I don't know what you guys talking about. Guys, some people are watching this. Guys, I don't know how many people are live now. Some people use ESPN. Let me try. ESPN FC. ESPN FC. Okay. Website. ESPN FC. Where is ESPN FC, bro? What the heck? What is it? Is it UK? I don't know. It's ESPN. What is ESPN FC though? Come on. Let's see. ESPN FC website. It's ESPN. I don't know how to get it, to be honest. Just send me a link or something. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's not. I don't know what is ESPN FC. I don't see it. ESPN FC. Here we go. I don't see it. I don't know how to get it. Send me the link though. I don't know. This is ESPN and I don't know. It's terrible. But anyway, Liverpool have the fixtures. Yeah, but let's go. Let's go. You guys want to do this? Let's go to Liverpool website. Liverpool Football Club. Let's go to the website. Fixtures. Later. Fixtures. Here we go. Liverpool, West Ham. Oh, yes. Okay. What is this? It's very strange. It says women. All competitions. Here we go. Here we go. Liverpool right here. Liverpool. They have Man United, Brighton, Sheffield United, Man United, then Atalanta, then Crystal Palace, then Atalanta away, and then Fulham on Saturday. What the actual F? How do you play Thursday and Saturday? Hold on. Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing or no? This has to be changed, right? This has to be changed. No, they haven't even announced it yet. I think this will be changed to Sunday. They will change that to Sunday. But I think still, playing Thursday, going to Italy, and then coming back from Bergamo to play on Fulham on Sunday, that's not an easy game. That's not an easy game. It's definitely not an easy game. And actually, the Champions League semi-final is after this. Sorry, the Europa League semi-final will be rescheduled, of course. Also, Liverpool, by the way, there is a game. Or Liverpool have a game rescheduled, right? You guys, Liverpool have a game rescheduled. Isn't Liverpool have a game rescheduled? Yeah. It is what it is. I think you have to manage. I absolutely think you have to manage people. But listen, has anybody sent? Oh, I don't know. But listen, people, this has been a great show. I gotta go now pray Jumu'ah prayer before I come back and get cooked on al-ahwa. But I want you to turn on the notification bell, because tonight I will have a show at 11 with Deji, Northside, Martin, Arsenal fan. Dayo, Arsenal fan. So people don't. I have plenty. And also, Will, you guys wanted Will Stewart. You will have Will Stewart, the Spurs. And we'll talk about Arsenal chances. We'll talk about Harry Kane. How can he do against Arsenal? All the stuff. I think it will be absolutely fantastic. Fantastic this evening. And I want to thank everybody that tuned in. Appreciate you guys. And we'll see you guys later. And we are out of here, people. Thank you, everyone. And we'll see you guys soon. And we're out, people. Peace.